Hey guys, I got the Koss in. These were raved a lot by several reviewers and people and a couple of forums, and I thought I wanted to try them out. So this is kind of the unbox, and I'm not going to do two separate videos. I'll do an unbox and I'll tie this into the review. So if you're seeing this, this is about probably a week before the review or so. But that's the box. You can see how it looks there, and we'll get this unboxed. Let's see here. More tape there and there. Nothing else in the box there. It's empty. And there's the headphones. And I guess there's several mods for this. I did purchase the, based on some of the things I heard, I purchased the Yaxi pads for it. So I'll be testing it both with the, or I should say by itself, and then also with the Yaxi pads. Wow, this is, so if you're taking this out, this stuff is really stuck in here and you need to be careful. Yeah, so what I see what they've done here. Okay, so. You need to be careful because this wire feels fragile to me, and if you just start getting in there and yanking it, there's a good chance you're gonna damage something. So that's out, and some little Koss paperwork, and then wire stuck in more little holes. There we go. And these are really inexpensive. I think I picked these up for like 29 bucks or 25 bucks or something. So, all right, I'm going to give these a listen. Hey guys, this is going to be a fairly short review. This is on the Koss. Can you see that okay? That is the KPH30i's. Shoot, where am I going? There we go. KPH30i's, okay? These have been modified and have the Yaxi pads on them. You can see the way the little indent happens after you make that modification. And, you know, there's a lot of hype around these, a lot of hype. And I see them very highly rated in some forums and by some people. And, you know, so here's the thing. And I'll cut to the chase. For $29, yeah, I mean, they sound really good for $29. After you do the Yaxi pad update, they sound okay before, but they sound much better with these Yaxi pads. For sure they do. And that's the issue. The Yaxi pads are $12 on Amazon right now. And you tear the old pads off and throw them away. They're destroyed. There's no way to get them off without destroying them. You might be able to get lucky, but from what I saw, you can't. The $12, $29, and once you get this open, this right here, once you get this the plastic cup off, which comes off pretty easy, and there's a bunch of videos showing how to do that on the internet, right? Which is what I used. I used one of the ones I found, and if I can find it again, I'll put the link to it because it was super useful. Once you get this off, this piece right here slips right out, and there's like a little plastic square in there where it sits into a slot. And the wires to the speaker are very thin. They're like hair thin. And I could see when I opened it, I was like, I used to do a lot of electronics repair back in the day. And right when I saw them, I was like, these are going to break if I blow on them really hard. I mean, these things are fragile inside. So you have to be super careful. So there's a risk factor with someone who's maybe not done this kind of little work before on electronics and is comfortable with it, where they might pull that thing cup off and boom, that wire is ripped inside, and then trying to fix that is going to be tough. It's very delicate work. So at $29 plus $12 for the Yaxi pad, And so now we're $41, I guess. Um, and then the 20, well, let's say this, depending on your level of experience with this kind of stuff, 15 to 30 minutes to do the modification, and the risk that you could destroy it when you're doing that modification, it becomes not worth it to me anymore. um, they sound good, but they don't sound great. I mean, they sound good. They sound really good. I could totally listen to them for a long time, and great detail. The mids are good, highs were good. There was a couple of songs that sounded a little far away to me, like a little hollow. Um, the comfort is very good for me. I don't know how it would be for everyone else. They've got a mic, so you could use them they'd be a great work headset, right? They'd be great. You could be listening to music. You could do meetings with them, and that'd be awesome. I didn't test the mic, so I don't know how good the quality is, but I've heard people say it sounds really good. The closest relative to this, in my opinion, would be the would be my Philips that I just threw. Would be the Philips, the 9500s, and these are far and away better than these sound wise, far and away. um, but these are, they sound good. I think if you buy these with the expectation that you're going to use them maybe at work and for meetings, or maybe you need some knock around headphones that you don't mind if they get beat up, you're going to go walk around outside with or something. You don't mind if someone rips them off your head and steals them because it's not that big a loss. They come in different colors, so they're kind of, I guess, stylish. I don't know. They're comfortable. This nice floating headband here. Attached wire, so you can't swap the cable out. But the cable looks to be fairly good quality. It has a nice little spring strain relief right there, which is that's kind of a nice feature. I see that in higher end stuff. Um, and you can see it's got the 4-pole connector, not because it's balanced, but because it has a microphone on it. So you need to plug it into something that accepts that. That's the other issue. And most 3.5 jacks work fine with that, but that is I've had some computers that wouldn't work. The the quality is fairly good as long as you don't open them up because they're very fragile inside. So I think if you're getting them and you understand what you're going to use them for, great buy. And if you want to do the Yaxipad upgrade, you're comfortable with that, you'll increase the sound greatly. But if you're just looking for new headphones to try out and you're looking for the next best thing in sound, I mean, these aren't really it. They sound good, but they don't sound like that. They sound, like Koss headphones to me, and I've listened to other Koss headphones. They're good. They're just not what I've heard people saying they are in forums. People are like losing their minds on these sometimes. I don't see them being anywhere near that, but they are good. I'm not knocking them. You just got to do this mod, which is going to be an extra $12, and your time and effort and the risk of wrecking them. So and then you're going to get good sound, but spend an extra $40, you're going to get fantastic sound. Go spend $26 on the Blonde 03s. Those are freaking a mile away from these. Those stomp these things. So you could spend a lot less, not a lot, but you could spend a little less and get much better sound quality than these things. So anyway, that's kind of my opinion on these. I'm not going to go over all the songs I listened to. I did a little bit, but right away I could tell these weren't what I'm looking for sound wise. They were good. They just they weren't special. All right. Anyway, I hope this helps you. Have a great day.